You're standing at the crossroads of your life, armed with ambition, talent, and drive, yet somehow, year after year, you find yourself falling short, not because you're lacking, but because you're blind to your own genius. What if I told you there's a timeless tool hidden in plain sight that has propelled the greatest minds in history to unparalleled heights? A method so straightforward, so profoundly effective, that it can transform an ordinary career into a legacy of excellence. It's not some mystical secret or fleeting fad. It's feedback analysis, the quiet powerhouse that reveals your strengths, exposes your blind spots, and charts your path to true mastery. And today, I'm going to unpack it for you, step by step, because in this knowledge-driven world, ignoring it isn't just a mistake, it's a tragedy. The only way to discover your strengths is through feedback analysis. Whenever you make a key decision or take a key action, write down what you expect will happen. 9 or 12 months later, compare the actual results with your expectations. I've practiced this method myself for 15 to 20 years, and every time it surprises me. It showed me, for instance, and to my great surprise, that I have an intuitive understanding of technical people, whether they are engineers or accountants or market researchers. It also showed me that I don't really resonate with generalists. But why does this matter so much? Because most people think they know what they're good at, and they're usually wrong. More often, they know what they're not good at, and even then, more are mistaken than accurate. Yet, you can only perform from strength. You cannot build a life of achievement on weaknesses, let alone on things you simply cannot do. Throughout human history, this wasn't a pressing issue. People were born into their roles. The peasant's child became a peasant. The artisan's daughter married into the trade. Choices were few, paths predetermined. But now, in our age of boundless opportunity, we must know our strengths to know where we belong. Without it, we're adrift in a sea of possibilities, wasting energy on the wrong shores. Feedback analysis isn't new, far from it. It was invented in the 14th century by an obscure German theologian, and then, independently, adopted by John Calvin and Ignatius of Loyola around 150 years later. Each wove it into the fabric of their movements, the Calvinist Church and the Jesuit order. And look at the results. That steadfast focus on performance and self-examination explains why those institutions dominated Europe within a mere 30 years. They didn't conquer through force alone. They conquered through clarity, through relentless self-improvement. Imagine applying that same rigor to your own life. Practice consistently, this simple method will reveal, in just 2 or 3 years, exactly where your strengths lie. That's the most crucial knowledge you can possess. It will show you what you're doing, or failing to do, that robs you of your full potential. It will highlight where you're merely competent and where you have no talent at all. Now, let's get practical, because ideas without action are like engines without fuel. From this analysis flow several imperatives, actions you must take to harness its power. First and foremost, concentrate on your strengths. Position yourself where those strengths can yield results. Don't scatter your efforts. Focus them like a laser. I've seen too many brilliant individuals dilute their impact by chasing mediocrity in areas that don't suit them. Put yourself in the arena where you shine and watch the world respond. Second, work tirelessly to improve those strengths. The feedback will quickly pinpoint gaps, skills to hone, knowledge to acquire. These are often fillable voids. Mathematicians may be born with innate gifts, but trigonometry, anyone can learn it with discipline. I've advised executives across industries, from manufacturing giants to non-profit leaders, and the pattern holds. The great ones don't rest on laurels. They build upon them. Your analysis might reveal, for example, that you're a strategic thinker par excellence, but your execution falters in team settings. Address it, take a course, seek a mentor, practice deliberately. Improvement isn't accidental, it's engineered. Third, and this is where many falter, overcome your intellectual arrogance. Oh, how it plagues us. Too many experts in one field dismiss others as beneath them. First-rate engineers pride themselves on knowing nothing about people, calling human behavior too chaotic for their orderly minds. Human resources specialists, in turn, boast of their ignorance in accounting or data analysis. But pride in ignorance is a chain that binds you. It causes disabling blind spots. Go after the skills and knowledge needed to amplify your strengths. Don't let ego be your undoing. Let curiosity be your guide. And don't overlook the bad habits that sabotage you. These too surface in the feedback. Perhaps you're a visionary planner whose grand designs crumble because you neglect follow-through. Like so many brilliant souls, you believe ideas alone move mountains. But no, bulldozers move mountains. Ideas merely direct them. You must learn to execute, find the right people, explain the vision, adapt as realities shift, and know when to pivot or persist. Or maybe the issue is simpler, a lack of manners. Yes, manners. The lubricating oil of any organization. In our interconnected world, friction is inevitable where people collaborate. Simple courtesies, saying please and thank you, remembering names, inquiring about families, allow us to work harmoniously, even if personal affinities are absent. Bright young talents often overlook this, only to see their ideas stall when cooperation is needed. If your feedback reveals repeated failures in team efforts, look there first. Courtesy isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Equally vital, learn what not to do. We all have vast swaths of incompetence, areas where we're talentless, skillless, with scant hope of even mediocrity. Avoid them like pitfalls. As a knowledge worker, don't volunteer for tasks that drain you. It takes far more energy to climb from incompetence to adequacy than from competence to stardom. Yet, how many organizations and individuals squander resources propping up weaknesses? Teachers drill the mediocre while neglecting the gifted. Companies train the inept instead of elevating the capable. Redirect that effort. Make a competent person outstanding. That's where true leverage lies. Now let's deepen this. Tied closely to strengths is the question. How do I perform? Few ponder it, yet it's as unique as your fingerprint, a blend of personality formed long before your first job. Some are readers, absorbing wisdom from pages. Others, listeners, thriving on dialogue. Ignorance here dooms you. Presidents have fallen because they didn't grasp this. Lyndon Johnson, a masterful Senate leader through personal persuasion, floundered in the White House's written realm. Dwight Eisenhower, mocked for convoluted speeches, revealed his genius in memos. Clear, incisive. He was a reader, not a listener, yet adapted brilliantly. Test yourself. Are you a reader or listener? A big-picture synthesizer or detail-oriented analyst? Do you thrive under pressure or need calm? Modify slightly if needed, but don't fight your nature. Achieve by aligning with it. Let me share a story from my consulting days. I once advised a CEO of a major corporation, a man of immense intellect but erratic results. Through feedback analysis, he discovered his strength lay in crisis management, turning chaos into order. But he wasted time on routine operations where he was merely average. He restructured, delegated the daily grind, focused on high-stakes turnarounds. Within years, his company soared. Another case, a non-profit leader whose plans were impeccable but execution poor. Feedback showed a habit of isolation, no buy-in from her team. She learned to communicate, to inspire. Her organization tripled its impact. These aren't anomalies. They're the norm for those who apply this method. And the beauty, it's democratic. You don't need genius-level IQ or vast resources, just paper, pen, and honesty. Start today. Recall a recent decision, hiring someone, launching a project. Note your expectations. Revisit in months. Repeat. Over time, patterns emerge, guiding you like a compass. But here's the inspiration. This isn't just self-improvement, it's self-liberation. In a world of automation and uncertainty, where jobs evolve overnight, feedback analysis arms you for longevity. A 50-year career demands reinvention, not once, but repeatedly. Stay alert, engaged, adaptable. History's exceptions, Napoleon da Vinci, managed themselves instinctively. Now we all must. It's your edge in the knowledge society. So I challenge you, begin now, unlock your strengths, banish your illusions, build your legacy. The method is simple, the rewards profound. In the end, excellence isn't born. It's revealed, refined, and released. Go forth and discover yours.